Welcome back everyone, it's Monday and we're here with another banging recipe. This week we are tackling jerk chicken. We're talking spice, we're talking aromatic flavours. Jerk chicken, when it's done well, doesn't have to be this over-spiced firecracker of a dish. It can be fragrant, it can be fruity, and there's no reason why you can't get it done at home. Let's get it. Now, first things first, when you're making jerk chicken, you need to honour the heritage, right? And the heritage of jerk chicken is washing that chicken before it goes anywhere near any sort of spice. People kick off about washing your chicken in sinks. I personally think if you're going to sanitize the sink afterwards, it's your house. But to keep away from that side of things, we're going to do it in a bowl. So I've just got myself some fresh, clean water in this bowl in front of me and a cut lime. So you take your chicken leg, you dip it into the water, and you're looking to sort of literally just wash it. So you clean up your legs, clean up your meat. Take your lime half, give it a squeeze, and then use that abrasive side just to rub over the leg. You'll start to see when you put the lime on there, these strands of protein and skin and guppins that are on the outside of the chicken. You want to wash all that nastiness off. Give it a good rub with your lime, take your knife and score deep into the skin. Now the chicken's washed and set aside, we start on our marinade. I got myself a tiny little food processor. Into my food processor goes the garlic. Scotch bonnets with the stalk out. Just peeled some ginger with a spoon, that goes straight in. Then we're looking at half an onion, quartered and peeled, some chopped spring onion, a good hit of thyme, brown sugar, half a nutmeg grated, and then your spices go into the jug. Now here we've got allspice, cumin, cinnamon, black pepper and salt. This goes straight into your processor. Hit it with a splash of sunflower oil, and we're going to grab our limes. Before you juice your limes, always roll them on the board. That sort of breaks up the inside of the lime before you open it. Take your knife in half and then squeeze out all of that juice. Now you can just squeeze them with your hands, but if your limes are a little bit tough, get yourself a spoon. Use that as a tool, scrape out, extract that juice, lime juice in, lid on, and we wazz it up. And with that, we've got this container of fragrance. It's amazing. Now, if you haven't had jerk before and you think it's going to be a little bit out of your comfort zone, don't worry. I implore you to try it. With our marinade done, chicken legs go straight into the bowl. And that stunning spice and warmth goes straight into your legs. Now, some jerk marinades you would have seen in the past if you're an avid jerk fan. We're a little bit darker than this one, but we like that fruity flavour. We like that freshness. It's got a good hit from the Scotch bonnets, an amazing roundness from that spice. It's not too dark. These have been marinated now for about 6 hours. We're going to take them out onto our wire rack. Now, I don't have the luxury of a coal barbecue or a wood barbecue that you would normally use for such a recipe, just so the flames lick up, caramelize that chicken, and you get that round, smoky unctuousness that comes with a great piece of jerk chicken. What I do have is a rack, a non-stick tray, and a non-stick mat. This is just gonna help me with the washing up at the end of cooking. Now, only a marinade left in the bowl. Spread that just over the top of your chicken leg. If it caramelizes and goes a little bit dark and gnarly and sticky, that's exactly what you're looking for. Now, glove off. We're gonna go straight into our oven. 220 degrees. I know it seems hot, but you need that intensive heat to create the caramelization on the outside of that chicken skin. Now, while that's just finishing off, we're gonna make our slaw. Now, they do a slaw in the Caribbean, and I have had one. It's very sweet. It's got carrot, it's got raisin, mayonnaise, sugar, a little bit of herb, a little bit of spice. It's nice, but it's not what I wanna do today. I wanna do something fresh, green, herbaceous, with the flavour of fennel, apple, cabbage, a little bit of apple vinegar, and bound with mayonnaise. First things first, take your apples. I've got a Granny Smith apple here today because I love the flavour. It's sharp, it's robust. The structure of the apple is crisp. It's recognisable and readily available. Get that down onto the board, you just take your cheek off. Nice thin slices, they go straight into the bowl. Fennel, aromatic, flavour of aniseed. A stunning crunch into quarters, and then you just cut that little root out. Now, you may have seen one of these before, you may not have. It's in the back pocket of every great kitchen. It's a mandolin, a Japanese mandolin. It's basically a tool that allows you to create consistent slices at whatever thickness you desire. I take my fennel down onto the mandolin to create these stunning, super thin flames of fennel to go into the slaw. Back to the knife, spring onion onto the board, diagonally slice and create these super thin diamonds green onion, and that goes straight in. White cabbage. You don't want too much of this. People go a little bit overboard with it because it's cheap, it's bulky, and it stretches things out. We don't want that. We want the crunch and the sweetness, but we want the flavor of the other ingredients to shine through. So I'm gonna take it in half and then just take a third of that. Same as the fennel. We take the root out and then down onto the mandolin. Now a quick slice of red onion, straight in. Now the herbs, coriander, a full bunch, rolled, and then slice through. We've got everything chopped now. We're on to the seasoning. When seasoning a slaw, there's a couple of good things to look out for. It's all about the balance. We want to hit it with our fat. In this case, we're using mayonnaise. Now we need to cut through it with acidity. That comes in the form of a cut line, squeeze straight in. And because there's apple already in the bowl, a good glug of this stunning apple vinegar. Pinch of salt and a good hit of pepper. Now, if you get the timing of this just right, when your slaw's made, your chicken will be just out of the oven. Now this is blistered, it's caramelized in some places, it's got flavor, it's got depth. It's got that recognizable charred element you get with good jerk chicken. Now while this chicken leg rests, which will take about 10-15 minutes, we're gonna mix this slaw and allow the acidity, allow the salt to start to break down the texture of that raw vegetable. So it's a little bit less grassy and a little bit more palatable. Now our chicken is rested and our slaw is slightly macerated, it's time to serve. Get yourself a bowl and just heap that stunning fragrant slaw onto your bowl. And you get 2 stunning chicken legs and you just stack them very simply to the side. That's it, more than achievable at home. A banging oven baked jerk chicken for you to share with your mates. We've got chicken leg, we've got the spice, the Scotch bonnet, the ginger, the allspice, the cumin, the cinnamon, the thyme, that all important hit of black pepper, the lime juice. This is all macerated and marinated over the course of 6 hours and impaired into that chicken leg. Beautifully charred in the oven and banged in a bowl with a stunning herbaceous slaw. Jerk chicken legs, apple slaw. Ah, thank you.